Good morning students. So today we are going to discuss about the next topic, cellular respiration. Okay. So what is cellular respiration? We know the meaning of the term respiration. What is respiration? Breaking of food molecules in the presence of oxygen to generate energy. So what is cellular respiration? So the breaking of food molecules to generate energy. The breaking of food molecules to generate energy in the presence of oxygen. Is called as respiration. But as it is occurring inside the cell, this is respiration. So this process is occurring inside the cell. Okay. So that's why it is called as cellular respiration. Means inside the cell, if you think this is our cell, the glucose molecule which has entered through digestion process inside the cell, glucose is absorbed by digestion process. So after absorption, glucose is present inside the cell. Now from this glucose, ATP is released. As it is occurring inside the cell, this is called as cellular respiration. This is called as cellular respiration. Clear? Now, if you see what happens when glucose has entered inside the cell, glucose after entering into the cell, it breaks into pyruvate. It breaks into pyruvate. Okay, it breaks into pyruvate. Immediately when the glucose is absorbed into the cell, that is glucose has been absorbed through microvilli. Okay, food is broken down and it is converted into small particles. After that, microvilli present in the small intestine absorbs the food. Now the glucose has entered into the cell. What happens after the entry of glucose? It is immediately converted into pyruvate. It is immediately converted into pyruvate. Okay, it is immediately converted into pyruvate. If you see the glucose structure, it is made up of 6 carbons. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So glucose has 6 carbons. Now after entering into the cell, the glucose is converted into 3 carbon molecule, that is pyruvate. It is converted into 3 carbon molecule, that is pyruvate. So glucose is converted into pyruvate. Okay. So immediately after entering when the glucose is entered into the cell, the glucose is converted into pyruvate in the cytoplasm of the cell. Okay. Now, what happens? So just remember up to here that cellular respiration is a process in which the food molecules are broken down to release energy in the presence of oxygen. So as it is occurring inside the cell, it is called as cellular respiration. So now glucose is present in the cell. So when the glucose is present in the cell, it is converted into pyruvate immediately. After entry of the glucose is converted into pyruvate by some enzymes present in the cell. Okay. So glucose is 6 carbon. Now it is converted into pyruvate, 3 carbon. Pyruvate is 3 carbon. Now where pyruvate is present? Pyruvate is present in the cytoplasm. So remember, glucose is converted into pyruvate where? In pyruvate where? In the cytoplasm. Okay. Now we will see what will be the fate of the pyruvate. What will be the fate of the pyruvate? Okay. Now see. First, before going how energy is released from the pyruvate, we need to know two terms. Okay. So respiration is mainly divided into two types. Respiration is mainly of two types. Okay. So what is that? Aerobic and anaerobic. Okay. Respiration is two types, aerobic and anaerobic. Now we will see first what is aerobic respiration, then we will go to anaerobic respiration. Okay. So first aerobic respiration. Okay, so what is aerobic respiration? So this is the respiration which human cells or all the cells, most of the human body cells and most of the animal cells follow the aerobic respiration. Okay, most cells, not all the cells, even all the cells in the body, all the cells in the body will prefer in having aerobic respiration than anaerobic respiration. Okay. Clear? All the cells in the body, we have two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. So in here, most of the cells, not all the cells in the body, they will take what type of respiration? Aerobic. Means they will prefer doing aerobic respiration. Okay, what is the aerobic meaning? So if respiration is occurring in the presence of oxygen, that is called as aerobic respiration. Okay, if respiration is occurring in presence of oxygen, then it is called aerobic respiration. Okay. So if we know that respiration is two types, aerobic and anaerobic. So I am telling that all the cells in the body will like to do aerobic respiration than anaerobic. Compared to anaerobic, most like all the cells, all the organism cells will like to do aerobic respiration. Then what is aerobic respiration? Why they are preferring aerobic respiration than anaerobic respiration? So what is aerobic respiration? Means the respiration is occurring in the presence of oxygen, then it is called as aerobic respiration. Okay, if the respiration is occurring in the presence of oxygen, then it is called as aerobic respiration. Then what is anaerobic respiration? What is anaerobic respiration? Simple. Opposite to that one. Okay. So, if respiration is occurring in absence of oxygen, means oxygen is not present in the cell. If respiration is occurring in absence of oxygen, then it is called as anaerobic respiration. Okay. Means, see, the glucose is from glucose, energy is released with the help of oxygen. That is aerobic respiration. If from glucose energy is released in the absence of oxygen, that is anaerobic respiration. Okay, clear? Just don't confuse. From glucose, if energy is released in the presence of oxygen, it is called as aerobic. If from glucose energy is released in the absence of oxygen, then it is called anaerobic. Anaerobic, an will be there before. Anaerobic, an is there means absence of oxygen. Okay, got it? Now, where does this anaerobic respiration occurs? Where does this anaerobic respiration occurs? Okay. So, first we will discuss anaerobic respiration, then we will go to aerobic respiration. Anaerobic. Very important topic for your exams, public exams. This is mostly asked 3 marks question. Okay, most asked 3 marks question in the respiration is anaerobic respiration. So, what is anaerobic respiration? You all know. So, respiration is occurring in the absence of oxygen, then it is called as anaerobic respiration. It is divided into again 2 types. It is again divided into 2 types. So, first before, in which organisms this respiration occurs? Okay. So, in which organisms this respiration occurs? Mostly in the unicellular, like yeast. In yeast, anaerobic respiration occurs. Anaerobic respiration occurs. Okay. Anaerobic respiration occurs in yeast. Anaerobic respiration occurs. Now, in muscle cells, human muscle cells, in human muscle cells, also anaerobic respiration occurs. Also, anaerobic respiration occurs. In human muscle cells, also anaerobic respiration occurs.